Hello, everyone. Welcome to Intangible, a comprehensive emotional intelligence and assessment and development platform that's transforming how organizations understand and improve their human capital. Today, I will walk you through how Intangible helps individuals, managers, and organizations measure, understand, and develop emotional intelligence skills, that drive performance and growth. Let's start with first defining emotional intelligence and what is the concept of intangible. So, emotional intelligence is nothing but the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and empathize with others. And it is now being recognized as the most critical factor in workplace success. Studies all around the world have shown that EQ skills are now accounting for up to 90% of what sets high performers apart from low performers. Intangible is built on three core principles: comprehensive assessment, which is gathering multi-dimensional feedback to self, peer, and manager evaluation; AI-powered insights for translating complex assessment data into actionable intelligence; guided development, just creating personalized growth plans with measurable progress tracking. So now let's see how it works for different roles. First, the role that we are going to explore is the employee, and how does an employee. So now let's see what happens when an employee first logs in. So when an employee logs in to the Intangible platform, they see the personalized dashboard that gives them an overview of their journey. They can track their progress on various assessment modules, see their active projects, access quick actions to navigate the platform, right? And what are the quick action that needs to be taken? And then if there are any pending tasks that has been assigned to this employee, which have not been completed yet, but thankfully a good sight to see, this particular employee is all caught up for their pending task, right? So now let's see what are the assessments that a person can do. First is self-assessment. So each employee journey begins with a comprehensive self-assessment that evaluates 10 core emotional intelligence traits, including emotional awareness, empathy, self-regulation, and communication. The assessment combines both quantitative rating and open-ended response to capture nuanced insights. Apart from self-assessment, an employee can do peer feedback. Here you get to select which all the team members that you are currently directly associated with, and you get to choose them and then rate and give them a feedback on their project. Now, reverse feedback is something very interesting where you get to select your manager and give rating to your, and anonymously, I must say, give rating to your manager. Leadership assessment is where you get to assess the leadership. You get a question, you get asked about the leadership of the company, whether they have given you the vision, whether do you understand the vision that they are saying, do you think they are going in the right mission, and you can give your insights about what you think about the leadership. And then comes the company culture assessment, where you are asked about the company culture and you give your responses. Now let's see what are the results that you can see. So after completing assessments, employees can view their comprehensive result. The radar chart shows how their self-evaluation compares with peer and manager feedback, creating a multi-dimensional view of the emotional intelligence profile. Below, they can explore their trait summaries, which ranks their emotional intelligence component from strongest area for growth, with each trait receiving a clear score in description. So you can see that adaptability is their highest trait. Here you can, on the right, you can see the open-ended response insights. What have you told? What do you think about yourself? What have you written about yourself in the open-ended question? What are your peers saying? What is your manager saying? What is your company saying? And then comes the development plan. If you scroll down, you also get to see feedback comments. So what others are saying about you. You could improve on communication around project timelines and dependencies, which Sarah Johnson is saying. So maybe it's time for you to sit down with Sarah and sort out a few things. Yeah. Now coming on to the insights. In the insights, the platform also provides AI-powered analysis of open-ended responses, which you already have seen, right? So the true power of Intangible comes from its actionable insights. Using our advanced AI engine, the platform transforms assessment data into personalized recommendation, identifies strength and growth areas, and even reveals blind spots and hidden strengths that the employee might not be aware of. Employee can track their progress through development roadmaps, view and implement recommendations, and continuously improve their emotional intelligence skills over time. So you can create ASC, as you must have seen in previous tab. Communication skills needs to be enhanced. You can create tasks. What are the actions tab? What are the resources that you can take? Read or see to enhance your communication skill, improve your self awareness, create tasks. Then there is your development plan. You can see your strength is adaptability, empathy, social skill. You need to grow problem solving area, self regulation, and accountability. And then there are insight. You have any hidden strengths and blind spot. Currently there is no data for this particular employee to be shown here, but you can see what are the blind spot and what are your hidden strengths. Now let's go back. Now let's go and check the development plan that this particular employee has received. So when you go on development, you see there are three. Development is plan has been divided into three parts, which is 1 to 3 months, which is quick steps or steps that you can take right away. Then the 4 to 6 month plan and a 7 to 12 month plan. What are the additional resources you can see? What are the upcoming sessions you can attend? And what are the recommended reading that you can do? So this is it. This is employee dashboard on Intangible. Next, let us explore the manager dashboard and how managers can take advantage of Intangible platform. So here is the manager dashboard for your team performance and their development. For managers, Intangible provides a powerful tool to understand and develop their team. Sorry. The manager dashboard gives an overview of direct reports, team performance metrics, and prioritized action item. Here you can see your in each. So you see that there are 10 employees who are directly reporting to you. Then 80% your team performance is at 80%. And what are your, so there are three priority actions that you need to take care of. On employee performance, you can see the growth area, performance score. The downward arrow means that their performance has dipped. Their performance has dipped, remained the same from last quarter, remained the same from last quarter. Similarly, you can access reports about all the employees who are reporting to you. Team analytics shows you the teams that you are working with currently. So you are working with front end development team, which has 10 members, 82% rise in the total efficiency. And the efficiency of the work. What is your team strength and what is the challenge area for your team? Project performance tells you front end development, project performance, what is the website redesign, mobile app, and then team comparison. Currently you are part of just one team, so there's no comparison available. But if you are part of two or more than two teams, you will see you will get to see all the teams and their performance and a comparison between the three teams. Now these are the top three recommendations from our AI engine. Is you need to schedule a 1-1-1 with Jordan Peterson. High impact. John's recent performance metrics shows a decline in engagement. A personal check-in could help identify an issue and provide technical mentorship to Sophia, and then review team documentation process, because as you had seen, your team is lacking documentation process. Now let's go on employee reports. So here you can do, first you get to select an employee from here. Then you get to see their EQ score, their cultural alignment, their growth potential, what their EQ traits. Okay, what is the team, what is their self score, what is the peer score, and what is the manager score. Managers, that is you, their strength, their growth areas, and then you get to see their values, how, so they're 92% aligned with the company value of integrity, with innovation 85%, with teamwork 78%. Their understanding of mission is at 92%, and this is their cultural contribution to the company, which is team morale, impact, conflict resolution, and collaboration. Now, what is the feedback summary? So, in the self-assessment, the person said something about them. What are the peers saying, and what are manager reviews, and what are you saying? So feedback workload is supportive, empathetic, reliable, collaborative, thoughtful. You can also see their growth plan and whether they are doing it or not, their career trajectory. Current, they are senior associate. In say 6 to 12 months, they will be ready for project lead. In 1 to 2 years, they will be ready for team managers. And what are the action items that you can create for this particular employee? You can add new action items and you can see what are the current action items that are there. Now let's see team dynamic. So for team dynamics, let's see. So 78% collaboration, communication. You can again see the traits for which your team is good with. How is your project performance? Then the performance gap. Thomas Lee is a person. Their top growth area is documentation. Risk level is high. So basically, you need to go and talk to Thomas Lee in this particular project, right? And here, as for employees, you can also see your result. You can also see, because a manager is also reporting to someone, so their managers input, their peers input, their insights. What are the insights? Then what is your development plan for as a manager? What you should do, and for employee report. So yeah, this is all that you can see as a manager. Thank On assessments, manager can also leave their review. They can select a project, they can select team member and start their assessment. Moreover, it is very important for managers also to know what their team thinks about them and how they can improve in terms in many different phases, and areas that manager look into. So we have created also a feedback loop for manager, right, where manager can see the overall rating they have received from their team, what are their top strengths according to their team, what are their growth areas according to their team, their detailed feedback. Team member can choose whether to give an anonymous review or to reveal their name. This is how we help managers understand themselves better and try to be a better leader for their team. Now let's explore the most important dashboard on the Intangible platform. So this dashboard is particularly made for HR directors, and their top executives and the leadership of the company. So for executives and HR leaders, Intangible provides a organizational wide insights that connects emotional intelligence to business outcomes. Leaders can view aggregate data across departments and teams, identifying patterns and trends that impact organizational performance. The executive dashboard highlights some of the key metrics. These kept so how many how many total employees are there, what are the total number of department, organizational equal score is 7.9, which is up by 0.3 points from last quarter, and what is the cultural alignment, this is again up, we can see is up by 4% from last quarter. On organizational overview, you can see the top strength of your organization is teamwork, client focus, and innovation. Development area, cross departmental communication, and process adherence. You can see department wise performance, human resource, product, marketing, engineering, sales, and finance, how they are doing in terms of EQ scores, and then your recent export history. In department, you can compare departments on all these traits, all the 10 traits that we work on, and see who is lacking where and where which department needs help and where. So cross department insights tells you the top performance. HR excels in empathy and communication. What are the development areas and recommendation actions? Cross department mentoring between HR and finance is required. Communication workshop is required for engineering team. So now let's say cultural alignment. So you get to see your core values are innovation, integrity, excellence, collaboration, customer focus. Your company is 82% of your company employees are aligned with innovation, with integrity. 76% is aligned with excellence. So you can see scores according to your based on your cultural alignments. Now departmental value alignments. Which department aligns most with the values? HR, marketing, product, engineering, sales, finance. Well, organization wide, 84% organization mission score, which means a strong understanding but room for improvement in the application. Key insights are 93% of employees can articulate the company mission, 76% feel their daily work directly contributes to the mission, 82% believe leadership decisions align with the stated mission. Now, the most important information that we provide to any leaders or HRs in the company is the leadership pipeline. Here, you can clearly see, we clearly, after getting all the assessment done from the organization, once everyone is done with their assessment, their peer assessments, we can tell you that 14 of your employees are already ready for promotion, 28 will be ready for promotion in 6 to 12 months, 43 are development, and there are 3 positions with no succession plan. You can see leadership readiness by department. What are the critical gaps? Your CTO position, no internal candidates identified. Current CTO retiring in 18 months. VP of sales, only one potential successor identified who needs significant development. And engineering director. So this is the information that as a leader you can see about your organization and potential of leadership. So you can see your overall vitality, your emotional intelligence score, alignment. There are different scores, so these scores essentially make up overall vitality, your recommendations, organizational health, team engagement, assessment completion, EQ distribution among other leaders of the company, department wise comparison, department wise comparison, team comparison. And then you can also see teams performance, sales, DevOps, sales, NA, Europe, yeah, different teams and their vitality score, engagement score, growth, and benchmark according to benchmark how they were doing. Who are the top performing team, which teams need your attention, trend wise, how is your organization doing, month on month, what is your growth rate, what is the most improved quality in your overall in your company, your industry comparison, and then obviously leadership category, your vision and strategy, your current score, previous quarter score, and industry benchmark you can see, and then an overall view of the organization. Here for leaders, we also believe leaders also need to get a feedback, and it is very hard for people to provide feedback on the face. So that is why we have built in the leadership assessment. Through leadership assessment you get to see leadership feedback also. So out of 100 your leadership score is 80. What is your top strength according to every employee of your company? Feedback, well, 8 employees have submitted and 60% is positive sentiment. Your leadership effectiveness score, what are the employee feedbacks, what are the categories, and what score in terms of communication and approachability, what are your strengths, what are your growth areas. Leadership insights, these are AI generated insights from all the assessment and inputs that we received from everyone in the company, and what will be the development plan specifically for the leaders of the company. And this is how we help leaders understand the culture of their company and what needs to be done in terms of making the culture better. Thank you. Now that we have seen most of our intangible platform, I would like to reiterate the value that we are bringing to corporates all around the world. Yeah, the value of intangible is demonstrated through the tangible outcomes, like for individuals, accelerated personal and career growth through greater self-awareness and targeted development. For managers, enhanced team performance, better conflict management, and more effective leadership. For organizations, improved engagement, reduced turnover, strong leadership pipeline, and better business result. To conclude, intangible transforms the intangible aspects of human performance into measurable and developable skills. By providing comprehensive assessment, AI-powered insight, and guided development, we help organizations unlock the full potential of their people. We invite you to experience Intangible for yourself with a free organizational assessment to see how emotional intelligence can transform your workplace culture and performance. Thank you for joining today's demonstration of Intangible. I am happy to answer any questions about how this platform can meet your organization's goal. Thank you.